Today is the 17th of August 2023. Time now at 18 minutes to 9 UK time, which is about 18 minutes to 3 USA time, and also 18 minutes to 10 the Europe time, which is in Sweden, Scandinavia, where they are having the protest today. But again, as we've always said, concerned Sierra Leoneans around the globe have taken upon themselves to bring the people of Sierra Leone up to speed, and also the world at large, about situations that are going on in our country. So last week we had, in fact, a few days ago, we had the protest in the Netherlands. And now today, the Scandinavian, the head of the Scandinavian, which is the Swedish, will be doing their own protest. But again, just to remind people what happened a few days ago on the 14th of August, 2023, in Holland, The Hague, which is the International Court of Justice in the whole world. That's where concerned Sierra Leoneans and also cross-sections of APCNs were there to protest and to tell the world what is happening in Sierra Leone. But again, we'll play that video, and after that, I will take you straight down to Sweden and we see what is happening. I remain Comrade Sweet Bonita, and also want to say good morning and God bless. Welcome to...
It's most more people all the talk up.
It's time for us all to go, and I want to thank everyone.
My hand. The same here, you know.
See the thing? They take pictures of everybody. Of course. You know what I mean? You too. I can put this copy, yeah? Okay. So now so the tank go, and people they interact, they get some nice with the refreshments. Of course, the message well delivered. And
Thank you for taking all my time.
I appreciate your dad.
Thank you so much, everybody.
No, I appreciate your dad.
All over the world. This is my Yes, thank you everybody. This is a worldwide protest. You know, everybody from Europe, people from America, we all cancel financial today for putting this complaint to the ICC. This is the acknowledgement receipt of the petition where we give you, where include all the information for adding any other information where we go get. So it's a blessing for me to be part of this, for cancer, do my own civic duty. When we meet with them, we get a conversation. They want to know who they are out here. We say we all come up from all over the world. They say, Usami come, I say London. I say this is not just European, we get people from Germany, Poland, Belgium, and the UK, as far as America, we can also today. I say the reason being is, this is what we do so right now. If not salon we do them. Either in the gun we all down, or then go harass we life and we family their lives. And I make them very known to them, say, us being here today, they make them, I mark we. Any member of Free Go Salon would be accounted for by this regime. We want them to know this, when they see we faces them here, and anything we happen to we here, they know say this is what we came for, and this is what we told them that what we're here for. Anything could happen to us because we are standing for our rights. As members of assembly now with constitutional rights. Every Sierra Leonean gets a right to protest within our constitution. And they tell me say we for protest, but when they protest, then they kill me. So we turn out so today for comfort with people then. Because anybody in our salon do this, then they're even scared for do that. When they do that, they will kill them. So we will not get salon, we get the humility for do that. And I make we all in our so today. So I want to tell you all thank you for come fight for the people that were not able to fight for themselves. So thank you so much, everyone.
Okay, thank you very much. The message, just a minute. I want to inform each and everyone, if they bring a contest, we're very, very important. For say, Mother Build, and then now they look for the video for the people that wait and they presently here. So the criminal court don't say, we matter on the ahead. anything happen to all of us or any of us, you understand, Madabio will seriously held account. And that action will be drastic, will be deadly. So we want to inform them, say, let them not begin to look at the picture. You understand?
We make them very clear, say, we waiting so will be IMAX. And if any of you go salon, they will arrest you. So we had that conversation and made it very clear. So people are not going afraid. The people in the salon should not be afraid. Now the human rights and the constitutional rights. So it is our right to protest. Protesting is not a crime. It's not a crime. Then we not normalize and say for protest that crime. For so what you go do, now you go fend out for yourself.
Oh, you boss.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah, it looks like so don't forget to tune in for I know see all my people snack right now. Hello? Yeah. Me na Pagbanabo anyway. I just carry my people in. It look like say we all don't forget to tune in for. I go on low, we can rouse, we sing again. For let we remind who say what we there for. We there for one head figure criminal when a mother be who. So 1, 2, 3, I want to join me again. Madabio is a killer. Madabio is a killer. Once a killer, always a killer. Madabio, you are a business. Madabio, you are a killer. Madabio, you are a murderer. Once a killer, always a killer. Madabio, you are a business. What do we want?
Peace.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Where do we want it?
Sierra Leone.
What do we want?
Sierra Leone.
All right. This is
Yes, Lebanese are there, c'est there.
Okay, it's not behind. Okay, so
As you can see, the environment is lovely. And also the thing to go.
Because of the choosing one,
Yes.
I will not let Canberra be choosing one that they are.
Okay.
Choosing one.
Choosing one, see? Hey, let's talk campaign, no let matter be you. So now we go get that chance for express which infis. If you have a salon, then Kamajo they don't go behind, they don't go after. But thanks to God, the Kamajo they hold in there, especially in Holland, we able to control them. But inside salon, they not able to control them. I don't know if they're angry, they add up, but it's not so. Yeah, Europe, we maintain them. Like you know, Kamajo, the key, we can all that, yeah. We maintain you.
yes. Okay, thank you.
Your picture the one the one long because the time they give me. Don't respect the time for next time.
Oh yes, okay, they give me time.
Yeah, well, no answer.
Yeah, I don't tell them.
Not that I will sing the national anthem we do.
Una cannot get out to the national anthem we go.
Hey, that can go.
You wanna come, no go enter. The time don't done.
The time don't do they give you, I cannot get that one last lap.
Bristol don't go.
Bristol there.
Okay.
On a can the national anthem. Outside, on a can former SLA, SLP. Alonia. Dear, Lonia, give me that plastic paper. Dear, Lonia. Huh? I'll get you one for Chama. And you want for this? I'll get you one for Chama. You want for the wood. Come on for that. Black bag. Put for that wood. Back in our output school, give me one cola there. You mommy? Give me one cola. Thank you very much. Well, yeah, take the picture of because I did live for the video. Shabo gets her. So now the mind of the I don't just get up there. Yes, I will go. Yeah. And the other main reasons like that, I'm there actually today for can cry for help. For can cry for help to the European Union and the international community and other partners. They will speak to other organizations and say, we need help as Salo. What do we mean as Salo? We mean actually justice and equal rights. Yeah. Because when you talk about justice and equal rights, all the rest is equal. So you never get freedom, you never get democracy. Yeah, and the mother of democracy. All this one plus. No, all this one. Not able to get democracy or peace when equal rights and justice. Yes, Salo is the one on there. You know, the law they for a set of people, so that the country was for and the civil sector for civil society. The whole thing went perfect. Well, we know how they respect democracy now. We know how they maintain democracy. We know how they treat now. So I know we don't get freedom of speech. Now only freedom before speech you get. What do you mean by freedom before speech? They allow you don't talk, but as you don't talk so, once I don't talk, they can't hold, they go back to you. If they don't kill you, if they don't brutalize you, if they don't beat you, they go prison you. Okay, so many people in our prison, they get LJ, don't do nothing. People in our prison don't do nothing, they just go prison no more. So now the main reason why I want to let you essential, when they communicate with the other partners, when they will see reason they wait to have another country. This man will see everybody to say, it's thief election, not to rig you on a thief election. It's thief election, probably like all this mind, I can't say yes. That was The Hague. And that was on the 14th of August, 2023. We had Tike Mahmoud, Saloma Nofu. He was there. We also had Dr. Fuller. We have Sal. And we also have Bakar King Conte, who is the chairman of the Belgian. And also we have other stakeholders from also United States of America. But again, I'm not able to call everybody. We have Mr. Panabo. We saw him and the song that he was singing, I think I need to remind myself, because for everyone that has been on protest, that song is like our national anthem. So it's like, Madabio is a killer, he's always a killer, it's always killer. Madabio, you are a killer. Madabio, you are a killer. Once a killer, he's always a killer. Madabio, you are a killer. What do we need? Justice. When do we need it now? Where do we need it, Sierra Leone? What do we need? Justice. Where do we need it now? When do we need it now? Where do we need it, Sierra Leone? That shows that, yes, Mr. Panabo is definitely one of the people that have started protests in time memorial. But what can we say? Sierra Leoneans, we are all on board. And we are ready to make sure that the people of Sierra Leone are well protected. As we know, if we don't protest for them, we'll remember August 8, 9, and 10, especially August 10 in Sierra Leone, when our people went out to protest, we saw the kind of massacre killing. Madabio and his troop, both the OSD, the police, the military,
And also, in fact, his bodyguards came out to kill people. These are people that had placards with them. They were shooting them live bullets while some of us were outside the British embassy in the United Kingdom protesting. And we did mention to them, if the people of Sierra Leone are out, which they are out today, they will be killed, because as far as Madabia is concerned and his regime, they don't want the people of Sierra Leone to protest. So again today, the Swedish people have decided to also go to their parliament, and they are there as we speak. I don't know if we have any of those videos from the technical team so that we are able to share it. But again, I'm going to play a video that a cross-section of people around the world that were flying into Sweden yesterday so that they can make sure the protest in Sweden today, the 17th of August 2023, would definitely take place. So I'm just going to play one of the video of one of the prominent voices that we have been hearing when it comes to advocacy for the human rights in our country. So please just allow me to play this entrance video. Just a minute, because I need to be able to switch. Technical team, I'm not able to switch between the portrait and the landscape. If you can do that and play that video for me, please. The arrival of some of the protesters in the Netherlands, because the way I'm playing it, it's not showing properly. So I want us to be able to do it in a way that... Technical team, are you hearing me? Is it possible for you to play that video? Oh, oh, okay. So because we are live, is not allowing, but let me just try.
Out and then proceed for the country. It's about Sarah right? I didn't like my shooting now.
Tomorrow, 9 o'clock, sharp, 9 to 1, main turret out of the parliament.
I encourage everybody that Sweden, Norway, Denmark, for making a good turn up tomorrow. The king, don't enter us to Stockholm right now.
Let's see.
Okay. Don't pause that. Yeah.
Hello again. That was the King Adebayo, made an entrance, and he was welcomed by the Sweden chairman. You know, again, it's a sacrifice. We are not getting paid, people are not getting paid, but yet still he flew all the way to Sweden, and people are flying also from the United States, from France, from China, Australia. They are coming through because they know it is very, very important that the voices of the voiceless in Sierra Leone should be heard. And the people of Sierra Leone within the diaspora have taken upon themselves that, yes, if our people in Sierra Leone do not have the right to go out and express themselves because their life is in danger, then let us come on board. We have seen a protest in the US. We have seen a protest in the UK. We have seen a protest in Australia. A history has been made. We have seen a protest in the Netherlands. We also saw a protest in Belgium. Now we are seeing a protest in Scandinavian country, because all the Scandinavians decided to come together and do it one at their center, which is Stockholm. That's where they are today, protesting about what the people of Sierra Leone are going through. The technical team are trying to get us the team in Sweden so that we can see them live. Because again, as we said, some of them have decided not to work today to make the history count. Again, it's not easy. And I also want to say thank you to all my colleagues here on this platform, because everybody is busy, but I said, we can all not be busy. One of us or two of us have to sacrifice. Right now, my technical team, he is on holiday, but he has made it to say, you know what? My people come first. Puts the holiday on hold. Where he is about 3 a.m. now, coming to 3 a.m. Oh no, it's almost 3 a.m. in the morning, but he's live with me. And also we have other comrades, other colleagues that are here, but based on family constraint, they are not able to join us. But again, we are saying thank you to everyone, because in fact, the thoughts count. The thoughts count. Yesterday, I was reached out by one of my colleagues. She also is on holiday. She says, listen, if I had the opportunity, I would have done it. Says, but I'm not able. Please come in. I said, I will do it. And it says, another person that is on holiday will be available. I said, well, you have me. So this is the sacrifice we are making. We put our personal interest on one side and put the people of Sierra Leone in front of us. And this is why we always said, when it comes to the APC Diaspora Online TV platform, everything we bring here have to be of truth, nothing but the truth. And we always want to bring things that people cannot come back and say, well, I did not see this or this did not happen. And if it doesn't happen, we will come back and say, oh, well, what happened was not supposed to be, and this is what it is. It looks like we have got one of the reporter in the Scandinavian, which is in Stockholm right now in Sweden. So definitely when the technical team get them set up, we'll be able to show live what is happening now. They are the Parliament Square in Stockholm. And again, as I said, we will try and bring everything live to the people, because our Sierra Leone, our responsibility, my Sierra Leone, my responsibility, definitely it will be difficult. I think the technical team, the person is available now. Let's go live to Sweden. Again, that's it. Thank you so much, Ziwa. Thank you. Yes, we can hear you. Again, can we see? So they are matching going here. That's Brenda at the Parliament Square. Mother Bioma is there. That's the chanting they're having in Sweden. That's the chanting they're having in Sweden right now. Yes, we are hearing you, Zero, live. Thank you. We can see the people doing what they have to do for our country. And again, these are family members. These are actually, they've decided to leave here just to make themselves visible at this station. Again, that's the Secretary General of the Sweden, Comrade Andrew. Again, I think that is the King Adam. He's live at Sweden. So we're gonna say thank you. Okay, hard.
All the way from Kono. We need one love, one people, one country. No. This the other concerned Leoneans there. Like you say, aye.
Save our democracy.
But it makes sense. As soon as see, we dey around why the process they go on. They go under the sun. Yeah, we come back around. We don't want our democracy to die. Democracy in Sierra Leone. Save our democracy in Sierra Leone. Save our democracy. Go. Save our democracy in Sierra Leone. Our democracy. Tap. We stand for justice. It's a tribalistic president. You see, as we don't come out, yeah. As we don't come out, the one day now we get for car when coming, and then this they come, they go up. When they see them, hello.
Z?
Hello.
Yeah, Z, can you hear me? Do you want to put the camera back so we can see the people properly? Yeah, no, put your phone the other way.
Yeah, now then get for can make for take the petition and we add.
Okay. Well, is it possible for you to put your
Yeah,
phone?
because right now we're not going in front of the parliament. We just stay around. We can't go now in front of the parliament as soon as they see.
Z, can you put your phone properly so that we are able to see?
What?
Put your phone properly so we can see the protesters properly.
All right, and you know what? I can leave it to Comrade Igalo as he's here. So sweet bonita. So it will be reading
from Belgium right now. The way how they hold the phone, go there.
Now which place
they know the
sea?
They did Belgium now, then the water, Ceylon, now in Ceylon. Yeah, the way okay. Yes, yeah.
Oh, sorry. It will be okay now.
Yeah, it's okay then. Okay.
No,
we'll put
it back. No, it's all right. Put it back the way it was first. Comrade Gallo, welcome and thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Can you try to do the rotation on the phone because we are doing you like that upside down? So let's just see how it's going to be.
I'm not getting you too clear.
Yeah, no, the phone. Can you change the position of the phone so that we are able to see you properly?
Is it okay?
No.
Okay. Is it okay now?
No, you need to turn it.
Do you want me to use in my earpiece?
If possible, but we also want you to put the phone in a way that we can see everyone properly because now everything is like upside down.
Let me use my earpiece.
Okay. Well, while we are waiting for Comrade Igalo to put the phone properly and also have an earpiece so that he's able to hear us, this are the protester in Sweden. They're at the Parliament Square. Very soon they will be presenting the petition, the protest petition to the members of Parliament. Again, as we said, concerned Sierra Leoneans are out in the world making sure that the voice of the voiceless in Sierra Leone are well represented. Again, we've seen also a press statement from the opposition party. Yes, there have been some dialogues, there have been some communications, but they haven't come to any conclusion. Reason being, what they have requested has not been agreed to, and there is no protest. Again, we have another viewers with us, and we will be able to get through them. Let's see. Good morning. What is your name, sir? Good morning. Okay, you are still setting up. Okay, yes, Andrew is there. Wow, so due for the protest. Thank you so much, Sweden. Good morning. What's your name, sir? Can you hear me? No, that is perfect. The camera is perfect right now. Yes. That is perfect. That is perfect. I just wish, again, we have Comrade Igalo. Good morning, Comrade Igalo, and welcome back. Okay, we've lost Comrade Igalo. Okay, Comrade Igalo is back with us. Good morning. Good morning. Can you guys hear us?
I'm sorry.
Okay. The way the camera was, it was perfect. Can we do it back?
I don't want to let the camera turn. I want to let the camera.
So which way are you guys trying to play me out? What's going on? Igalo, good morning. What's happening? Where are we? I'm sure we're in the What's going on?
Sweet Bonita, you get me?
Perfectly, I'm getting you.
But you are not seeing me, right?
Properly. I can hear you, and I'm sure the viewers too can hear you.
Pardon?
I said I can hear you, and I'm sure the viewers too can hear you. We have Bakaki Conte right now on Facebook.
All right, because we're having connection problem, we're having video problems, you know. But if the voice is loud and clear, then we can go on.
Oh yes, the voice is loud and clear. Thank you so much for making it through to this particular protest.
It's always a pleasure for me to be online with UK and online TV broadcast. It's a pleasure.
Oh, thank you so much. Today we just heard that yes,
Pardon?
Sweden, or should I say the Scandinavian as a continent, have come together so that you guys will be able to protest at the parliament. We have everything possible because, as we know, if Sierra Leoneans come out, there will be a problem. But Scandinavian countries have come together to say we will have a protest in Sweden. And I want to know who are there, what is going on, and what we'll expect from the Scandinavian parliament.
Well, thank you very much, Sweet Bonita and others in the studio. And we are here today as citizens of Sierra Leone and living in the Scandinavian countries, i.e. Holland, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so the three countries have come together as concerned citizens, concerned Sierra Leoneans, living here and as taxpayers. It is but very important for us to come and say out our mind. And we requested for a protest as against the ongoing situation in Sierra Leone under the led government of Mada Bio. And we thank God when we requested for the protest, it was approved without even delay, unlike Sierra Leone, whereas Sierra Leoneans will request for a peaceful protest and demonstration, they are refused. But here, it was done within a twinkle of an eye. And as I speak to you, we have a lot of Sierra Leoneans from Norway, Sierra Leoneans from Denmark, and including us from Sweden. We are all gathered in front of the Parliament House in Sweden to position our petition paper as against the just concluded elections and the human rights violations as our ongoing in Sierra Leone. And don't forget, as a citizens living in abroad, we have a civic responsibility to protect our democracy because we are having a lot of funds coming from Sweden, Norway, and Denmark as well, sponsoring the government of the day. And we are taxpayers. So if there are ongoing concerns regarding the violations of human rights, and
Is it possible for you to speak Creole? Because the viewers are saying Creole, please.
Okay. So like I say, we didn't ask today for protest because now we civic rights and responsibility as Sierra Leoneans the way they live now the Nordic country, the Scandinavia, with specific reference to Sweden, Denmark, and Norway, because we are taxpayers, and we believe say the Swedish government, the Nordic, the Norway government, the Denmark government, they sponsor the government of the Dana Sierra Leone, and we are taxpayers, we contribute immensely to the development of Sierra Leone. So if we get issues of democratic processes has been flouted, now we right stand it because then government here they spend a lot for building institutions there for letting them be democratically free, fair, so that everybody will feel part of the process. But in Sierra Leone of recent times under Mada Bio regime, we don't see how the elections were stolen without the mandate of the people. And we all know, say, democracy in definition, a government of the people, by the people, and the people. So if you fail for seek what we call the entrance legitimacy of the people, then you sort out for end up for kill people them and go use the military and use you court the way you don't put as electoral commissioners for go announce you, then it's wrong. And we there now we write the convention for protest against them things and they so that we go able at least give some recommendations as embargo to the government of the Dina Sierra Leone. Because we're not going to pay with money that taxpayers, yeah. Then the government of they do the contrary. They don't want to follow democratic principles and rights. And nobody not get freedom of expression. They are killing people day and night. There are even insinuations of genocide. Now the country, in some parts of the country like Pujan and others, people were chased because they are coming from the north. People were beaten, people were harassed up to days as we talk. Those citizens were nowhere to be found by their families. So we cannot continue for see families are separated on the principle say na me for govern, na me by force, na by power. For work so because can be by power. Now a legitimate government of the day, you win elections against in 2018. So if you don't come back again in 2023, you don't lost the elections or the elections not go in your favor just because of you don't capture the military and the police, the judiciary and all other state functions there. Then you want can usurp powers, it's not going to work. We are going to fight this with the last drop of our blood for ensure say we extend democracy in Sierra Leone. Mother Bill and others, they are citizens just like us. In fact, if an opportunity has been given for let unite the country, but rather it don't set fire at the country has been divided, the country has been polarized, then I feel say you don't get any legitimacy for still elections and people go quiet. And that now make today, like I mentioned, we don't present with petition to the Swedish Parliament. They get a rep we come. We had an interview. We don't present with petition. And one of the key highlights, where some of we not go be shameful for bring come forward, now that they need for investigate all recommendations the world don't put forward. Then at the same time, they need for sanction the government of the day with all fundings the way they come up from here. Because until they restore or then go back to the drawing board and go back to the demands them where the citizens and all ask one for the disaggregated results by police station, and all the human rights violations, the people that don't kill it for account for that day. Yes, sweet bonita there.
Yeah, so definitely, I think that's what the people of Sierra Leone are requesting for. And again, as we can see on our screen, this is the Scandinavian. We have team out there, especially Comrade Igalo, who is the Secretary General for the Young Congress in the diaspora.
Yeah. There's quick one, sweet bonita. Today I'm here as a concerned citizen and a concerned Sierra Leonean. This has nothing to do with any political party. APC or this, we are all coming together to fight for a just cause for our democracy in Sierra Leone. Because it is our responsibility as Sierra Leoneans to checkmate the excesses of the government of the day. And if things are not going the way it's supposed to go, these countries, the Western world, have spent a lot of money to build our democratic institutions. And we cannot allow Mother Bio and his court to just enroll them just in the twinkle of an eye. So we are here to protest to them that this is what is happening in our country. They need to intervene, they need to come in, and they need to at least bring justice to the country because the justice system has failed us woefully. We all know the justice system in Sierra Leone, that it has been captured by the government of the day. The police, the military, all of them have just become sycophants and others of the day, which is unfortunate to our democracy.
Wow, thank you so much. The reason why I had to call your position because you also have other protesters that are also from SFPP, because one thing they've told us, they are not happy with what their government is doing. It's not because they are part of the political party, so they should just sit down and say, oh yes, it's okay. They are not happy with it. So this is why I wanted people to know that it's not just one cross-section of people are doing this protest. Even people among the SFPP are outside protesting because it is wrong. A human rights violation is a human rights violation. It has nothing to do with people's political.
Yeah, sweet bonita. That is the obvious reality. That's the painful elaboration of the obvious. We cannot sit by and allow this thing to continue. That is why we are here to protest, because our people have been stifled Now, if they ask for permits for them to protest in Sierra Leone, the police and others, they will not give them. But us here is simple like drinking water. So that is why we are here. And we'll sacrifice and continue to sacrifice until the right thing is done. Until the right thing is done. Democracy in Sierra Leone did not just come by silver platter. We fought very hard for us to earn our democracy. And for any leader that comes in, any leader where they come in, sorry for the English, any leader where they come in, when a democratic process you come through, you need to forget the entrance legitimacy. That is the will of the people. So if you don't steal the mandate of the people, they kill the people and back again, woefully, all in the basis say people not for grab against the dictatorial tendency, then we have the rights here and abroad because we get the liberty. For ensure, so we push them case there to the one way they sponsor them on the government of the day. So we are not just here as protesters, but we are here to make recommendations because it is very important for them to note that we are not happy and we are not going to sit by and we not go keep quiet. We dey fight this thing like I say. This is not the end. This is not going to be the end. We dey follow up. We dey follow up and get close those meetings as well for ensure say we bring justice to Mama Salo. Madabio should be brought to justice in court. The justice system, they all on fail we. So we not get one confidence in all of them. Now make we use them method and then means they are now for law we cry out to the one that way they sponsor them financially.
Thank you so much. Again, I think there has been some comments here. I want to just acknowledge some of our viewers here. We have Delvin Thomas all the way from Northern Ireland. Good morning. We have Bakakin Conte all the way from Belgium. We also have Morgan guys all the way in the United States. He's telling us about coming to 4 a.m. and he's up. And one thing also, I'm here. We are saying, if possible, somebody can help you hold the phone so that the viewers will be able to see you. And Bakakin Conte, we have fought and sacrificed for democracy. We will not go back on dictatorship. And we have all seen that when it comes to matter bills about dictatorship that we have in Sierra Leone. Thank you so much. And good morning, sir. What's your name? One of the presenters we have also in Sweden. Good morning, sir. Is Andrew there with you? Because we need to speak to people, we need to interview, and our viewers need to also be part of the whole process, because as much as we are not there physically, but we know that technology has given us this opportunity to be able to share just by a click of a button. So definitely we are on this together. So if possible, let me see. Let me see if I can get Comrade Gali to have somebody help him hold the phone, so we are able to interview people throughout.
No problem. Oh yeah. My country I vow to serve her faithfully at all time. I promise to defend. Sweet Bonita, we are here singing the pledge, pledging our love and loyalty to our Mama Salon. Freedom and prosperity. I put sacrifice above all else. So help me God. So help me God. We are pledging our love and loyalty to Mama Salon. The undemocratic principles and tenets of Madabu.
Comrade Gallo, we've lost your voice there. The voice is gone. The voice is gone. That's it. Is it possible for somebody to hold the phone to you? Adekma must go. Good work and well done. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's share. Let's share.
Save Madabio must go. 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 The people of Sierra Leone deserve better. Sweet Bonisa, I I know say you don't hear it from me now. Everybody say Madabio must go. The people of Sierra Leone deserve better.
Yes. Is it possible for us to have one or two people to interview? Because again, we need to see.
Obviously.
There. Thank you.
You must go.
That's the second general for the student branch.
APC UK online TV platform live. This na Comilidia. Them where they are live. So
yes.
you can listen to it.
Okay.
Good morning, Lydia. Please,
Yeah, good morning, comrades. Good morning, concerned Sierra Leone.
But please, I want you to speak Creole because we want to meet and also make sure that everybody that is listening to us to be able to
My name
hear
is
us.
Lydia Sise.
Yeah, Lydia.
I'm the Social Welfare Secretary
of
the Sierra Leone, concerned Sierra Leonean in Sweden, Scandinavia.
Oh, thank you so
much.
much.
We are here this morning
to
deliver a petition letter to the Swedish Parliament.
Can you speak Creole, please? Because we want the viewers to be able to hear what you are saying. What will be your message?
Creole?
Yes, please.
Okay, no problem. My name is Lydia Sise. I live in Sweden. I'm one of the members of the concerned Sierra Leoneans in the Scandinavia. Today we then at the Swedish Parliament for deliver a petition letter to the Swedish Parliament about we past election and the state of democracy in Sierra Leone. We don't gather here this morning for talk and explain what happened at the election. We all well aware for say we people vote massively for change in Sierra Leone, but the dictator Julius Maada Bio and Mohamed Kone then decide for still the election. So now for that they make we there today for demonstrate to the Swedish Parliament and put with demands. One of we demands now for make the Swedish Parliament and the Scandinavian country as a whole for come together and put a hold on whatever support or help when they give to Sierra Leone, and we need in immediate intervention for investigate the past election. And the other demand now for rerun of the election. That make we there so today. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Lydia. I think from what you have said, I think yesterday we also listened to 98.1, which the ambassador of the US mentioned something like that, saying they are going to put a hold on certain functions because of what has happened in the just concluded election. So I don't know if you guys listened to him and decided to say, oh, let's just add this to what we are bringing. Because again, we are seeing that the people of Sierra Leone are suffering and they cannot come out to express themselves because they will be killed, they will be arrested, they will be mistreated just to express their dissatisfaction in this regime of Maada Bio. And at the end of the day, the people are not happy. So I'm happy that the diaspora as a whole and also the Scandinavian have taken upon themselves to come out, because if we can watch history, I think this is the first time I am seeing Scandinavian coming out to protest. So I want to say a very big congratulations to the Scandinavian and also to that of concerned Leoneans, because they have decided to bring this to the whole world. It's not just for the UK and the US. Every country is welcome to be part of concerned Sierra Leoneans, because as we are all aware, there are Sierra Leoneans in all these countries. It is our right, our responsibility to stand for the people of Sierra Leone, especially when they are not able to do that. Because if you remember the 10th of August 2022, people were killed just because they went out to protest. So I am so grateful to say thank you to you. And also, what will be your last message to our viewers? And again, I'm sure we'll be able to get you before the end of this program, because we need people, and I'm happy to have a woman as my first guest on this show today. So thank you so much, Lydia. And
thank you very much.
What
and
will
you
be your
have
last?
said about the August 10 and other sort of things that have happened in Sierra Leone. All of this we have put together in the petition paper so that we can prosecute Mother Bio immediately, with immediate effect, because people have been suppressed, people have been arrested and jailed unlawfully. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I am grateful that that's coming from a woman.
I hand you over to Mr. Mohammed.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh,
Thank you.
again.
Thank you. We are here. The protest is still ongoing.
Yes.
And soon we are going to have security personnel that will escort 3 people right in the well of Parliament.
Okay.
To submit our petition to the Parliament.
We've lost the sound there.
Pardon?
Yeah, no, there was no sound. Is it possible for somebody to hold the phone for you, because we are struggling to see you, and we need to see you? Exactly. We need to see the voice, because the way you come close, we can't see you.
The difficult right now because everybody seems to be busy. You understand?
Oh, okay.
The difficult right now, everybody seems to be busy.
Because I've seen on the banner, it says, "Save our democracy in Sierra Leone," and I'm seeing all the Scandinavian countries on that banner. So I can see the Secretary General. Is it possible for us to have the Secretary General online? Because we have got Libya right now, so it would be nice if we can have the Secretary General and maybe the chairman of the Sweden and any of the other guests from other countries, because it will be very, very good for us having people that are there to see what is happening. Again, good morning, Sierra Leone. My name is Comrade Bonita. I'm presenting this show on behalf of the Scandinavian. They are with us this morning. They are outside their parliament, so that they are able to bring to us exactly what is happening there. And we heard from one of the concerned Leoneans, who was Lydia. She says, well, what they've put is about the stolen of the election, which is on everybody's lip. We are all aware that, yes, this election has been stolen. So they are also requesting the Scandinavian countries to come together and sanction this particular government, because we can see that nothing else is happening. I think we can hear from Comrade Igali. Thank you so much. You are back live, Comrade Igali. I saw Zero.
Are they seeing me live now?
Yes, I'm seeing you live, and there is a sound. I also saw Zero. Let's see what's on the placard right now.
I want to the placard in Swedish, where they talk about save our democracy in Sierra Leone.
Wow! Do you want to read that in Swedish for us? So at least we know it's written in Swedish.
Yeah, it is written in Swedish.
Wow! Wow! That is wonderful. So it's like those the Swedish that are not able to.
One lady now in Uganda. He said go on they wanna discuss with us more. He said they live now. That new program. So this week Bonita, this Naranda, you can talk to them as well.
Yes, good morning. What's your name? What's your name?
We they ask questions.
Hello?
Hello, yeah, can you hear me? What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Randa.
Randa, thank you so much. Good morning, and thank you for taking your time to protest today.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, what is your take on this protest? Why? What urged you to come out and protest?
I know. It's not easy, but we get for doing for stable democracy.
Wow.
Democracy na thing we ask for bill, we get for protect them.
Okay. So you think it is right for you to come out and protest, yeah?
Yes, it's a wise decision.
Wow.
A wise decision for protest.
I am so happy.
Protest on behalf of the one that we not able to get voice for talk when they inside the country. We now we they talk for them. Now we are them voice.
So what you are telling me, you have become the voice of the voiceless.
Exactly. The voice of the voiceless.
I think the people of Sierra Leone will be very grateful for all the Scandinavian countries coming together to be their voice, because we've all seen if they come out, they will be killed, they will be intimidated, they will be imprisoned, just because they want to express their dissatisfaction in this regime. But again, I want to say thank you to you, and also God bless your good heart, because only people that wants to sacrifice will be out today. So I want to say thank you so much to you.
Yes.
So that's the chanting the people of Scandinavian
Every bonita, we are here. Madabio, you are a killer. 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 You are a killer. You are a killer. We're not gonna be ashamed anymore for tell Madam Yose in a murderer and a killer. We're not gonna be ashamed anymore. This now we right.
Sierra Leone president, you are a murderer. Sierra Leone president, you are a murderer. Sierra Leone president,
you are a murderer.
Sierra Leone president,
You are a criminal.
Sierra Leone president, you are.
Again, that's the voice of the people in Scandinavian, because again we are seeing this saying Mother Bio is a killer, but my only concern is why are they referring to Mother Bio as a president? Because as far as I'm concerned, he's not a president, he did not win an election, so they should just continue to call his name as Mother Bio, which is what it is. Maybe if they want to add a little bit of respect, they can say Mr. But as far as I'm concerned and the world is concerned, Madabio is no longer a president. His presidency ends 5 years ago. So now he has stolen an election. He cannot be referred to as a president. So that would just be my advice to.
And we will come publicly. We will do every opportunity given at any state, any country. We're not going to be ashamed because this push don't come and shop, and we need to call on all their names they have for ensure say a free with democracy in Sierra Leone.
Thank you so much. Because again, we said there is no way we cannot do this. We have to work together. Again, I am grateful that we are having the people of Scandinavian protests. I think I've seen the world, one of the young protesters. Wow. So as we said, people flew in from different countries to make themselves available in Sweden, in Sierra Leone, now, in Sierra Leone. That's the king.
Now with the king. The king is self-said.
Where do we want it?
Again,
Democracy.
Now.
Yes.
Sierra Leone. Democracy.
That's
Let me connect you with Andrew.
Where do we want it?
Swiss Bonita is live now.
Democracy. Where do we want it? Self democracy. Where do we want it?
I'm here with Andrew.
Good morning, Angie, and thank you so much for bringing this. Thank you for bringing Scandinavian to the world. Good morning.
Sweet Bonita, thank you for the good job. Thank you, that's for Online TV. You guys are super. You're doing a fantastic job. Stay Save democracy now.
Wow.
In Sierra Leone.
Save democracy
Now.
now. Where do we want it?
In Sierra Leone.
Save democracy now. Where do we want it? In Sierra Leone. Save democracy now. Where do we want it? In Sierra Leone. Save democracy now. Where do we want it? In Sierra Leone. Save democracy now. Where do we want it? In Sierra Leone. Save democracy now. Where do we want it? In Sierra Leone. Save democracy now. Silent President, you are a murderer. Silent President, you are a killer. Silent President, you are a murderer. Silent President, you are a terrorist. Silent President, you are a terrorist. Silent President, you are a terrorist. Silent President, you are a terrorist.
Wow.
Silent President, you are a terrorist. Silent President, you are a terrorist.
When I read the president, so they are successful, very unique. Everything there about that.
As you know, the king always from Brussels to Netherlands, now to the Scandinavian, Sweden to Norway. This man a fighter, he's a freedom fighter. Kudos to you, Mr. Adebayo. Kudos to you. Thank you for the good job. Then we support. We they go to back to Norway. President, you are a killer.
That's where we are right now. We are having the protesters, cross sections of them coming through because it hasn't been easy. But again, that's what it is. We saw the king, the man behind the truth in Sierra Leone that is making sure the layman hear the truth of the bad things that Mother Bio and his regime are doing. Because I'll be grateful if people stop referring to him, because as we all know, he is not a president and cannot be a president because his act and behavior does not represent a president. And again, we are all aware that yes, the election was stolen. It wasn't even rigged, it was stolen because the rig were not allowed. The people voted, they protected their vote were counted. Just for their vote to be called out, at that point, it was stolen at a gunpoint. But again, as we had before, they says Mohammed Kone was paid handsomely to steal the election. In fact, to rig the election. But because he was not able to rig it, he has to steal the election at a gunpoint. But again, he has been paid to do what he needed to do, which he did. But now we are asking on the international community to come to our aid, because the way it is, we are just not in the position to work with Mother Bio and his regime, because we are still seeing, even after stealing the election, they still continue to intimidate people, burn houses, make people to be displaced. Just because you were not supporting them, you campaign against them, or they knew you were from a different political party, your house will be vandalized and you will be chased out of your house. If you are renting, you'll be evicted. Even if you still have rent, they will just evict you because they said you were not supporting their regime. So again, this is what the people of Sierra Leone are going through, and we can only come to the international community in this way. And again, it is the right of the people to come out and express their dissatisfaction, which Mother Bio do not like, always don't want the people of Sierra Leone to do, because his butt will be out and he doesn't want that. But I think yesterday we were all, most of us had the video or the audio from 98.1 where the ambassador of the US said the way the process of the election, even though intimidations were happening, violence were there, but people were still okay with it. But the counting of that election, the tallying, it was where the question has come, because all the international observer, the political party, the local observers have a result of what happened at the polling centers. And what the opposition is asking, which is the APC, is we need to see polling station by polling station who did what on what for what. But yet still, as we can see, Mother Bio has refused. And we've always said we have nothing to do with Mother Bio. We have everything to do with Mohammed Kone, because even before the election, one of the requests of the oppositions were, we don't want this man, because if he's there, this is what he will do and this is what he will do. And indeed, he has proven the people of Sierra Leone and also that of the opposition right. What they said he would do, it's exactly what he did. So for me, we need to come together and say to the world, please come to our aid. We are not happy. The people of Sierra Leone is not happy. At the end of the day, it is our right and our responsibility to make sure that the right thing is done. If the people of Sierra Leone are not able to do that, then we as citizens outside of Sierra Leone can do that on their behalf. So again, this is just what we are doing, and this is just what the people of Scandinavia and also that of the diaspora are doing now. We saw from in Brussels, which was Belgium, the people came out. Australia, Sweden, Sydney, they came out. USA, they came out. The Netherlands, at the High Court, the ICC, the International Criminal Court of Justice, they were there to say what is happening there is wrong. And again, if we can remember, a few days back, we saw where Babatunde Edwards was in South Africa receiving an award that, we have the best justice system, which is a kangaroo justice system just for them. It doesn't work for every Sierra Leonean, or especially for the oppositions. Every case by the opposition will not be heard, or if it's heard, it will be kicked out, says, there's nothing there. But every case that is sent there by the SFPP, even if it's not in their favor, they will say, yes, it's the right thing, and that's what they will support. So the people of Sierra Leone are saying no. Let me acknowledge our viewers out there. Darwin Thomas, good morning. Bakar King Hunter, all the way from Belgium. We have Mo Bangura all the way in the US. And again, we have Kabo M. Davids, good morning. We have Eskroma Sharif, good morning. And also, we are having here Ada Kamara, good morning. We have Johnson Jr., good morning. Kai, good morning. This is from Sori Ibrahim Kanu, good morning. We also have where is it again? Kamara and Musa, good morning. There is here Agnes Sise, good morning. Richard Gibson, good morning. Haja Isatu Sise, good morning. Hazeman, good morning. Again, I am grateful. and to see where we are, because at the end of the day, we have one Sierra Leone, and the Sierra Leone we have, it needs to be where everybody is. This is outside Sweden Parliament.
Just above all else, so help me God, so help me God. Save our democracy in Sierra Leone.
Democracy in Sierra Leone.
Save our democracy in Sierra Leone.
Sweden, save our democracy in Sierra Leone. Sweden, save our democracy in Sierra Leone. Scandinavia, save our democracy in Sierra Leone.
We need quick intervention
To restore democracy.
Democracy is on the verge of collapse.
Democracy is the battle of collapse.
Save our democracy.
Save our democracy.
Save our democracy in Sierra Leone.
Save our democracy in Sierra Leone.
What is speech there? Most of them forget the speech there.
The speech there?
Yeah.
No,
There will be some people there for a speech.
Yeah, let me see, like for going inside and deliver the
message.
petition. So I don't know who sit down there because this man tell me say we still there for there until 1 o'clock.
Yeah, but after that, you got the buy not talk it.
No.
Other people not talk it.
Yeah. No, that was the
We'll get along with you get some speech there.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the food don't die. So what's the name? So we come up with the petition. Okay. This policeman they go to.
Save our democracy.
Comment on a volé là?
You know that way that we go. And if you win,
The food don't die. You guys say 80%. Yeah, pull on.
They pick them, wouldn't they go? Forget the president.
You go this one.
No, they pick them normal for some point.
Okay.
Some distance.
Okay, none of them go in.
No, it's not a big time. They reach one point and stop. Yeah.
Okay, I put it okay.
Kudos. I mean, we all got the spirit random.
I know. The oil money. Okay, yeah. Okay, as we concerned citizens from Scandinavian, we want to talk now about Dauda from Norway, the media. So the police they had we now together for who deliver the petition inside. If you don't deliver the first one to the leader of the foreign committee at the Parliament of Sweden. Now the police will be doing to assistance them to outside and deliver the commission. So none of the next process will be for now.
Good luck. See you soon. I will not take the pictures. Yeah, let me phone. Please take pictures. I will announce that we not begin back, please.
Well, as we can see, that's the cross section of the protester going in to deliver the next petition. But again, we'll be able to say thank you to the Scandinavian for allowing Sierra Leoneans to go out and protest. And again, we are having here Van de Breimer saying they should allow Madabio to continue killing people, because if APC rules for 11 years, so Madabio has the right to come and kill people. But again, this is what I've always said. People in the South will come, says it's fine. But there is no problem. When people are talking about history of Sierra Leone, I also want them to go back as far as Albert Magai. Because if we don't start from there, we don't know where the problem of Sierra Leone is. But again, I'm always saying, when we want to talk about politics or history of politics in Sierra Leone, we need to start that far. Because if we decided to start just from Shaka Stephen, the picture you will paint is completely different. Who Shaka Stephen took over? We need to, who took over before Shaka Stephen? Who took over after Shaka Stephen? When SLPP is always in governance, they come with this motion of a one-party state, and they always lose an election. And again, I am telling the people of Sierra Leone, Madabio brought in a one-party state, which is the PR system. Now that they know they lose the election, APC will take over. And with all the atrocities that they have caused, they say, well, when APC come, they will revenge. This is why they came and steal the election. Nothing else. Nothing else. But again, what can we do? It's for us to ask the international community to come to the aid of Sierra Leoneans. Because we had a 10 years, people call it senseless war, because one person says, in fact, let me don't say one person. SLPP said APC have ruled for so long they needed to come into governance. But you have made a premise for the APC to rule forever, because whatever laws you come and implement or come and put in the APC, in the Sierra Leone constitution, when APC comes, they decided to cross the T's and dot the I, and it becomes an issue. And if you are new within the political arena in Sierra Leone, you will look at the APC as being, oh, APC is not a good, APC is this, APC is that. The SLPP that people have said they wanted a change, they wanted a regime change, is the one that has come within the last 5 years, have killed people without any remorse. We saw the Pademba Road killing. We saw Tom Colimba. We saw Lonsha. We saw what's this? We saw Tumbo. We saw again Kabbalah, Kono. You understand? We saw all those places. McKinney for a generator. They went to Port Loko. We've seen that in Lunge. People will come out to protest their dissatisfaction. SLPP will send out military personnel, people with weapon, live bullet to kill them. That's what we are seeing. We are seeing people protesting in Bo, Kenema, Kaila, and Pujem. But we are not seeing any kind of brutality to them. Even during the campaign period, SLPP will go to the north and campaign peacefully. If they pay people, import people to come and protest, the people of Sierra Leone were okay with it. But it just got to the point where it's APC to go to the south to protest. The SLPP will tell their families, their friends to barricade the road, to put a roadblock, and make a video that yes, they have done it. And again, we are happy because the people who called their names out says, Mother, you told us that this person will be coming here today and you've asked us to do this. We have done it and we are waiting for them. Those videos came out. So because of that reason, the APC says to the international observers that we're in Sierra Leone says, we are not safe because every time we come out to protest, this is what we are facing. Why? We are asking you to come to our aid so that you can remove the electoral commissioner and give us another one that can be able to do justice for the people. We saw at the point where Madabio and his cohort were bent on rigging the election, ballot stuffings, but the people of Sierra Leone stood their grounds. Every centers stood their grounds to say, we will not allow this. We will protect our vote. If anything comes through that says, no, we are not going to accept this. This is wrong. This is unacceptable. And because of that, they were not able to ballot stuff any polling centers or stations in the north and that of the western area, which is the north and the northwest, and also that of the whole of Freetown. Because we saw the time polling centers and stations were open. And the reason being, they said it wasn't their stronghold, so they were depriving the people not to come out to vote. They'll be frustrated. The people refused to be frustrated, because if they would have been frustrated, go home, they would have come and do whatever they are doing. You will see where they are bringing a ballot box that's supposed to be open in front of the people, and also the observers that are there, party agents, to see. They will say no. If it's not open, you will not use it. And people were videoing that because we needed to have evidence base. So they saw there was no way for them to intimidate the people. The people stood to protect their vote. They said, fine. If you have protected your vote, we will call the result. And what we called is what they will take. So at this point, they call a result that was wrong. Because even when they were calling the 60%, for me, I've said this and I'll say it again. I said the 60% that Connect calls at that point, it was based on the Southeast election. Because there was no issue. In fact, if possible, by 1 o'clock, all the polling centers in the South was closed. Because there was nothing. They were beating the polling agents for the opposition parties. So they did what they had to do. They voted for the people. So we were fine with whatever result we get from the South. But when it comes to the North, you have not even come to tally those votes. And people were still counting. International observers were there. You are calling the result that you don't even have. How comes you call the result? So this is why the people said the process of all the elections were okay. But only when it comes to the calling out of the result, that's where the problem was. And that's where everybody is saying we need to go back and correct that mistake. That rigging, that stolen, that act is unacceptable, and we will not accept it. So the Americans came out to say no. The British came out to say no. The Bulgarian came out to say no. The Australians came out to say no. The Netherlands came out to say no. Now Scandinavian is out to say no. So again, we have seen and we continue to see that concerned Leoneans out in the world are coming out to say no. Because if we don't come out like this, they will say, well, you are fine with it. You were fine with it. Because at the end of the day, people of Sierra Leone can see how bad Madabio has done in his previous 5 years, and also at this point that he has come to stall election. We are saying no. Because very soon the people will be in the Mediterranean coming back to find greener pasture, which we think it is wrong. We don't want any life. Every Sierra Leone life matters. We don't want them to be killed in the Mediterranean. We don't want them to be killed coming out of their country just to find a roof and a food for them to eat. A cost of bag of rice at this point is going close to $1 million. A bag of rice. Somebody posted that gari, which is made out of cassava, which is being planted in Sierra Leone, everything about it Sierra Leone, is 1.2 million. It's 1.2 million. So the hardship in the country is worse. Few days ago, we saw where People were crying. Even to buy a single onions, the cost of onions was very expensive. So again, this is the hardship that the people of Sierra Leone are facing. And if there is a sanction in a country, people will start eating people. And when that is coming up, it doesn't choose what political party you are in. It suffers everybody. So we are asking the international community to come to our aid. But again, I want to say thank you so much to our viewers, and also to that of the Scandinavian and every country that have protest and also planning to protest. Before I leave, I want to acknowledge Black in the Path. They are coming up with their also protest, which is a 1-year anniversary of what has happened in Sierra Leone, which is on the 28th of August 2023. So please make yourself available in the UK, especially London, because that's where it will be taking place. In Southwark, that's the borough, to come out and support Black in the Park. And we are also asking on all these other athletes groups, Concerned Sierra Leoneans, McKinney Lives Matters, Women Empowerment, Democracy of Women, to come together, and also every other political parties to come together and say, yes, what is happening, it's wrong, so that the international community will come to our aid and protect us in Sierra Leone. So I want to say good morning, good afternoon. It all depends where this message will meet you. Again, I want to say thank you to our technical team, Comrade Mo, Berin, Dr. Denke, JS Momo, and also to some of us, the presenter, myself, Comrade Subonita Fatia, Mufti, Mixer, Mariatu, and our boss, the head of all heads, Comrade Owan Kasu. Thank you so much for making sure everything about Sierra Leone, especially when it comes to a protest, the APC is always ready and available to give a helping hand. And I want to say good morning to everyone. God bless you and goodbye.